Why dialogue? Why not monologue?
I think a dialogue because you're creating a conversation. You know, we find ourselves in South Africa right now in this predicament where we have this constitution, we have this Bill of Rights, but we are not having these conversations at all. It's almost like we've now swept it under the carpet. And what do we have as a result of that? Racist remarks on Twitter. You know, you have like the big spear, you know what I mean, smear story that popped. You know, so it starts to challenge all of those things, and we need to ask ourselves as artists and as people, wow, we're not talking about these things. Number one, is it so uncomfortable that we actually don't want to, or we just could allow it to become cancerous and eventually eat the whole country? Separated from who I am, I search for reminders of myself in you. Maybe you can speak or see or hear my heritage, my legacy or my ancestry. You know, it's like a train that leaves a station, it's like an express train. And it is hidden in the song of gratitude that my granny sings. It is who we are and who we will always be. It is hidden in the fondness that dances in the eyes of the elders when they remember a time before this internal war, before we started fighting each other. When bullets from oppressors' guns took young sons from their mothers. But beaten and bruised, misused and moved, I still see pride in the eyes of my people. I see it when we congregate. I see it when we celebrate. Me, I can see it move. You know, saying that people would just have opinions and, you know, not engage or not willing to engage with it afterwards, you know, and compiling this poetry. Before we were moved, the first time, the second time, praying that this time is the last time. Now we wait through the long dark night, listening to mothers crying and fathers drinking in hopes of forgetting. Now we are left to wonder. For this production, it really it took me places because there's about 30% of it that was written after the production was accepted to the National Arts Festival. And that was very cool. It was very personal stuff, family things, you know, because I also thought it's an opportunity to tell a story, because I think people just don't know who you are sometimes, you know, because you get to go into the world and create a person, and they don't know what history you come with or what your people are about. So that was very important for me. Waar vandaan kom ons? Waarin is ons op pad? Wie is ons in al die confusion? Questions, questions, all of these questions, as we meander aimlessly, having to continuously rise above corruption and slavery, all the while sustaining families, cultivating a culture, and maintaining our stride. Soundscaping?
Yeah, one tries not to be too literal with soundscaping. I mean, the images are quite rich, and my own approach is really to support the word. It's about the word and it's about the voice, you know. So,
welcome to the free world, where you will be socialized into being submissive, where you will be subliminally fed lies about yourself to keep you here on the ground, scared of flight and afraid to fight. You will not be told who you are. Your books will not reflect your history. You will be mentally enslaved so they can physically maintain control over you while they... So that's why it's called a dialogue.